Now we are ready.
We are live.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Curse of Strahd. Where we last left off, the party went to the camp of Vistani, where all the Dusk Elves are being held outside of the town of Vallaki. They found a new friend, managed to break him out of prison and bring him along with them, and then they ended up in the middle of the woods, hiding out from their pursuers, being the guards of the camp. Where they lured away by a will-o-wisp to an abandoned, run-down tower and ambushed by a bunch of zombies that they very easily cut down and managed to not catch any diseases from.
Luckily.
Thank you, class of genius.
Sometimes we're good at not catching diseases.
Only sometimes, though. We're not good at
That's the
Only
only thing
sometimes.
we're good at.
It's those good constitution rolls.
Apparently, we're not good at fighting Strahd, but
So,
fighting off
listen,
diseases.
We're good at not getting sick, but we're not good at not dying. So.
Yeah.
I mean, we wash our hands.
Most of you
We
are
wash
good
our
at
hands.
it. I'm
We
the only
wash
one
our
who's died so
hands.
far.
We stay 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
Oh god,
You know-
this is not coronavirus. Okay, don't bring coronavirus into the D&D world. It
Now
will
we're
become
all-
canon. That would ruin my day. Okay.
Anyway.
Good morning.
Anyway, so good morning. You are just now waking up after another nice night sleeping on the ground inside of the tiny hut.
Yay, tiny hut.
How tall is the tiny hut?
It's about 6.5 feet tall, so you probably have to hunch. No,
Yeah,
no,
like
you're...
I'm 6
Rogar
foot, so like
has
at the
to
side.
hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rogar is tall
Fine.
enough that he has to hunch the entire time that he's in the hut.
Fun.
Or else you have little spikes sitting out at the top.
So, good morning.
Good morning. I just wake up and I hear good morning suddenly and like, good morning.
You guys don't wish each other a good morning? That's kind of weird.
No, I just woke up and it startled me. I don't get startled by much, but you know. Anyways, and then I start cleaning my sword very awkwardly.
I'm gonna go outside and take out my sketchbook and kind of draw a little bit of what I see.
All right. Currently, you set up your hut right next to the abandoned tower, so you see there's some stone rubble of what used to be large bricks, and other than that, it's pretty much just trees. There are some light purple wildflowers around the area, and as you look up, it's another pretty overcast day. The clouds are pretty thick and dark, almost threatening to storm above you.
I'm gonna pick one of the purple wildflowers and press it in with the picture I drew and close it.
All right.
And go back into the hut. So, what's the plan for today?
Well, we were hoping to find some answers about a potion that could get us to Strahd's lair castle thing. But
Right. Do you know about that?
yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Actually, you would.
Oh!
Being raised in a camp with all the Vistani who sell this potion, you know that it's snake oil.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, it's snake oil.
Let me just clarify that. So we were at the camp, needed to getting the potion, and we're criminals there. Great. All right, good. I just
Wait, is the Vistani camp the same as the Dusk Elf camp?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a Vistani camp where they house the Dusk Elves.
Amazing.
I love.
I mean, they don't know it's particularly us that took him.
Well,
They don't. They just know I'm bad. So, does anyone have anything that I could?
I'm going to be a bit more specific. Snake oil means it's fake.
Oh.
The potion
Yeah,
doesn't work. They just sell it to travelers to try and make some money.
How
So I just know
rude.
they sell a fake potion.
Yes.
Jessamine's
So
mind is blown. She's
Well,
hey,
that's a
it's
good
great
thing.
marketing.
But does that mean Strahd's castle still surrounded by poisonous fog?
yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's the case.
it does.
They are luring adventurers to their death while having more gold in their pockets.
I assumed you guys knew that. Like,
No.
I feel like I've seen a lot of adventures come through here, and I'm
You
like
have.
700 years old, so I've seen a bunch.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't exactly tried to go through yet. So, like, there's no way of us knowing if the potion was fake or not. We just knew that there was a potion and that we wanted to get it because that sounded like the
Well,
best case scenario.
you could talk to. Isn't there an herbalist in Valaki? Or apothecary?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she would know something.
I became
Or
a
he.
plant
I
and
don't know
only wanted
about
to
it.
eat dirt.
Well, that's. Hey, sometimes when you're bored, dirt looks very appetizing.
It was actually very
Wait,
No, it
guys.
doesn't.
There is
Wow,
nothing
now
to do here.
See when Orsan drinks the potion.
Oh,
Thank God.
no.
You
What?
still have to.
This is out of character.
You still think it's a strength potion, though, so I don't know why
It's
you're
gonna be it's gonna be a memorabilia. I will never drink it.
I'm so pissed. That was my one accomplishment as Cloud.
Anyways, well, we have to figure out some way to get past that fog.
Well, the best
And-
place is looking for other potion options, right?
Yes, I also think that we might find an answer. Who did we have to go? Like the leader of the Dusk Elves told us to go to some place where they killed a sister, and like that was
The sister at the camp, right?
Yes, they stoned her to death in the camp. He said that eventually he would like to go someplace where he feels like he can avenge her, but he also knows that the party is not strong enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole story behind that stoning that's a lot.
I see. Well, I guess our biggest lead is to go to an apothecary and see if we can find any information, something or other.
Okay.
Aren't we trying to like stealth our way into Ravenloft though?
We
Well,
have to.
Doesn't the poison mist surround the entire castle?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
So-
yeah.
Right.
We're
We
gonna have
gotta
to find
figure
a way
that out.
through
and
it
then we'll go to
first.
the arena.
So, yeah, we're gonna have to find a way through it first. So I'm thinking, isn't the Vistani camp like on the way to the apothecary on the side?
It is. You have to walk a little bit further south, but the path that leads off to the camp is on your way.
Yeah.
So I think we should probably either take the long way around and go through the town, or I don't know, risk it for the biscuit and just hopefully they're not looking for him that far outside the camp.
I spent
Good
much of
idea.
my youth sneaking out of the camp. I'm sure I could find some way around it that's at least semi-hidden.
Well, and if you're just walking along the main road and not going down the path to the camp, they likely won't see him because, it's like a quarter mile.
I could put mud in my hair because, white hair is kind of distinctive with my race. It's not normal, is what I'm trying to say.
We could do that if you want to do that. I don't know if I would want to put. I mean, I would put mud in my hair if it's a survival thing. So I guess you could do that.
I mean, do we have anything else that could dye my hair black?
Hold on.
Oop.
We see if. Never mind. I have nothing.
I mean, like, I stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, I think it might be of best interest to put mud in your hair. I'm sorry. Normally, I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. It feels
It's fine, I
disgusting.
can
I've
wash
done
it
it
out
before.
later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Is there a river? I feel like we were by a river.
You have to walk a little ways to make it out of the forest, but you there is a river nearby.
Does someone want to come with me so at least I'm not alone? If
I can
I'll
go.
come with you.
okay, Rhogar.
I think all of us should go with you.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say I was gonna go with you, but I remember the last time I went alone with someone, we both almost died.
That
so
is
I
a
mean,
good point. Perhaps
Yeah,
we should
great
stay
point.
together.
I feel like it's a common. I feel like it's a common thing between me and this
And
other person.
just
I may or may
you.
not be playing the same person within our party right now, but it's just a common thing.
I do
Okay,
agree.
well-
I think that staying together and just being together is probably better for us.
Okay, well then let's get set up to go and make a pit stop by the river.
I
All
can
right.
help you put the
Um,
mud in your hair if you'd like.
Sure, but I think I might be a little tall. We'll figure it out. When we get there, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Just sit down. It's
All right.
okay.
I would like all of you to make survival checks to make it back out of the forest.
Guys,
Chicks.
We don't have Cloud anymore to do this for us.
That's true.
Crap.
Really good. Really good. What?
Only my survival.
Oh wait, I'm a
Nice.
halfling.
Literally every session you say that.
I cannot make this up though. I just rolled 2 nat 1s in a row.
Okay, 19. I'm okay.
19, me
Okay.
too. Gang,
So,
gang.
I guess if everybody else does better, that's good. Yeah, that's a 3. Jessamine doesn't know where the heck she is right now.
I got an 8.
An
I
8?
also got an 8.
Wow.
Oof, my puppy's freaking
Congratulations. You had 4 failures and 2 successes.
out.
So
That's
you
awesome.
just kind of lost your tracks. And maybe it was the stomping of the dozens of zombies that were around here, or
That's
the will-o-wisp pulled some sort of trickster magic and erased your tracks from when you came over here, but you just cannot find your way out of this forest. You walk, and after what feels like hours, Jessamine, you notice you've seen that tree 2 or 3 times by now.
Oh, I did so good. We can't guide them.
We
You have
It's a
2
group.
successes and 4 failures.
Yeah, no, so as a group, we're just
okay,
not...
nat 1 equals 2 failures.
Yeah.
You are not going to have a random encounter.
That's good,
So,
though.
all of you can roll survival again.
That's-
I'm
That sounds like a
using
good
a
thing.
different die this time.
Oh, I did not do good this time.
That's not...
Well, you don't have a nat 1, so...
Unnatural 20.
18.
Okay.
Also unnatural 20.
I got a 9.
A 10.
Okay, it's okay. We
Ooh,
get
really
three.
good.
What was
3.
yours? What was yours, Rhogar?
18.
Alright. As you guys kind of walk around, eventually the more survival savvy of you manage to find what looks like halfling tracks, but you're not quite sure.
Tiny feet.
And eventually you make your way back to the clearing that you recognize you were staying at yesterday before you were led away by the will-o-wisp. And sure enough, the river is standing right in front of you. You have lost about an hour and a half of daylight, though.
Great. Okay, I'm gonna go over
That's
the river
my
and
bad,
kind of
guys. I'm so sorry.
and kind of get some of the mud out of the river and like
I'm
rub it on
gonna
my hands.
try to help. I'm gonna pick some up, and I'm gonna like
I'll lean down.
Um,
I
She can
lift
get the
up
bottom.
Jessamine so she can feel
Yay!
You know, this is I'm starting to sound like a broken record here, but I'm going to say roll another survival check. I
Okay.
would say rubbing, not all of you.
better and better.
Elias, roll it with advantage.
Okay, so
Me?
I don't have to roll
Yes.
it. That's good.
Okay.
No.
Uh,
Elias, a 21?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you do a pretty good job. It looks almost like makeshift dye. However, with a survival check that high, I will let you know when the mud dries, it's not going to be as convincing, so you better hope that you're not checked out from nearby.
Well,
I'll just every once in a while I'll wet my hands with my water skin and just
maybe we could make a hat. Out of
Or I
leaves.
could do this. Maybe this will help. I put my hair up into like a bun.
Possibly, but
So
also,
it is close to my head.
we'll go with that for now. But if, when it dries, if it doesn't look very convincing, then we can try to put some leaves together to make a hat.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Or doesn't
You came up with the hat idea after his hair was all muddy?
that is Jessamine for you?
In classic Jessamine fashion.
Yes.
I'll just eventually I'll have to wait. but it's-
Jessamine has a thought and is like, "Hey Thalia, how long does your alter self thing last? Because if it gets to the point where he's like still pretty clear that he just has mud in his hair and my leaf hat doesn't look very good, then we could always go with that."
Can you use alter self?
It's a concentration for up to an hour.
Can you use
Alter self is also alter self. You can't use it on anyone else.
But you can use disguise self on
Yeah.
other people.
No, you can't.
Yeah, but you can't use alter self. It's literally it says range self. You assume a different form. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
That
eventually
spell would have been really cool.
I'll go to a lake or something and wash it out later. It'll be fine. Maybe it'll make my hair a tad darker once it gets washed out or something. I don't know. Anyway,
In
let's
any
go.
case, you begin to follow the river back up north. And after give or take an hour to an hour and a half, you make it back over the very familiar bridge. And you're on your way back towards the town of Volaki. You make your way past the branching path that leads off down south into the forest, where you can recognize where the Vistani camp is. And as you walk by, you put Elias in the middle of the group, and that, combined with his darker hair color, makes him pass as someone who is allowed to be out and about.
I also want to note that I've only been to like Valaki once, so I'm like kind of like in awe. Just like looking around.
As you approach the walls, the apothecary is directly to your left. It's just outside the town walls.
Great. I would like to walk up to it. Oop, gotta adjust the
All right.
map. It's baby.
It is.
Yeah. The last one is the biggest map that I have, because it's the entire country.
Mm.
Alright.
Okay.
So, the apothecary is this little building right here outside the town walls.
Okay.
Yeah, let's walk in.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
You walk into the small building. Just like the last time you were in here, it's still super cluttered. There are potions lining the walls, some pieces of what looks to be broken glass on the floor from presumably a bottle that's been shattered. And you can see that the discount bin is as full as ever.
Yay.
I kind of like knock on like wood somewhere and kind of see if anyone's in.
Oh.
You hear a voice from upstairs call out, "Just a second, I'll be right down."
And I scream, "Take your time!"
I would like to just look at the like mystery potion bin while I'm waiting and see if any of them are like pretty colors that catch my eye.
Sure. I'm gonna... You know what? For this one, I will roll.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll my percentage dice. And based on what it gives me, I'll tell you some colors you see.
Okay.
Alright. I have to open up my list of potion effects. The one that really draws your eye is this small vial. It's tiny, and it's filled with a mint green liquid that has very gentle little bubbles rising up to the top of it. There's a cork stopping the top of the potion, and it looks delicious.
So
I
my
kind of walk over to
question.
Jessamine and I'm like, what are these?
Okay, so you know how I told you that I was a plant and I ate dirt?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna give you some context. So basically, we've been here before, right? And like we saw this mystery potion bin and they were discounted and that was like really cool. We have no idea what they do. And there was this like encounter that we were in and I was like, you know what, it's mystery potion time, and I drank it and then I became green and I started eating dirt, but I was photosynthesizing and getting like temporary hit points and everything. And so I'm just looking at the bin again and this one looks really pretty, but I want to check to see if like the smaller vials are like even less of a price or if that affects anything.
That's a good tactic.
Because, like, they're small.
As Jessamine rambles, Anya, the shopkeep, does make her way back down the stairs. And Elias, of particular note to you, she's half Dusk Elf.
Yeah. I like step in immediately.
Her ears come to a small point. They're a lot shorter than yours are due to the human heritage that she has. And although her skin isn't the purplish hue that you are used to with your family and everyone that you've seen in the camp, it's kind of astonishing to see a woman with Dusk Elf heritage. You don't remember any women in your life.
That's so interesting. Anyways, do I happen to notice Elias's change in stature?
I'd say it's pretty obvious. You can tell he's become stiff as a board next to you.
I keep that in mind. And
Anya.
I ask, I talk to Anya and I say, "Hello again, we're back."
Well, hello. It's my favorite group again. You come to buy more of the discount bin over there?
Yes,
Yeah.
probably.
Jessamine really enjoyed one of your.
So one of them I drank and I became green and was like photosynthesizing like a plant and I ate dirt. It was one of the best days of my life. By the way, are the like are the tiny vials like even cheaper than the regular potions, or are they all just like the same?
Tiny ones are even more potent.
Ooh. Okay, thank you. I will keep that in mind.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, Anya. So we happened to hear this rumor about a specific potion that can help us get through the layer of fog that is surrounding the devil's
the
layer.
poison fog, the one that's poison.
Fog. Sorry, just.
You've been talking to the Vistani, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, but
essentially.
we heard that they were like selling a potion, and we were gonna try to go get it. But then we also heard that that potion is fake. So now we were wondering if you had like a real potion that would work or what.
Their idea of a potion is collecting oil from the local root vegetables and mixing it with water to make it look as though it's bubbling due to the difference in density between the two liquids. And really, it's something horrible. It's terrible for your veins. It doesn't do anything. The poison around the castle is still going to kill you if you drink it.
Right.
And they charge you 50 gold a vial for it. Why, I could do the same thing if you want to clog your arteries that badly and give it to you for free.
Well,
that's very nice of you.
Could you, is it like possible to make a potion that helps with that though? Or did they just like completely make it up?
For that specific situation, I don't know. There are tonics around here that can certainly help against poison, but no one has survived the fog around the castle unless he wants them to. So there's no way for me to know what to counter.
Right.
I don't even know if it's poison or if the fog just outright kills you.
Right, right. Well,
What if
Not
it's
like a
scare
like
tactic?
a potion of gaseous form where you become gas.
that's what I was
Sure, I
thinking.
can. I have some of those.
What if
They'll run you about 60 gold apiece, but each one gets you 2 servings of the potion.
what if
Do you
what if
think that
fog
could
is just a
potentially
scare
work?
Against the fog outside of the castle? Potentially, but there's also running the risk that... Because frankly, I don't know what he's capable of, or if the fog is a part of him? What if he controls it and it envelops you and you're gone?
What if it's just a scare tactic? What if it doesn't do anything?
I mean,
Sorry.
That's also an option.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't
but
know if you would know
it's
this
not
Do you know if
because
there's a
this is...
place in town that could have a book with information on this?
Or
Or
if
maybe
it
I could
has,
look
like,
through
masks that, like, cover your face and, like, prevent
Don't.
poison from getting in.
like a gas mask?
Yeah.
I could probably figure out a way to make it.
Well,
I don't know if that's the thing.
there is a clothier in town, but I don't know how well they'd be able to make a filtration system.
We'll keep
And
it on
as
the
for
back burner.
books, lore about Castle Ravenloft and the dangers that surround it are very few and far between, so you could check, but I find it highly unlikely.
I would
I
like
may
to
have a resource.
whisper. Yeah, I'd like to whisper to Thalia, and kind of be like, I wonder if he ever wrote about the fog.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Awesome, we should check.
Yeah, we should. We're like on the same wavelength.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're whispering like loudly, like we could all hear them.
Yeah, they are.
I forget.
Anya can hear you. I rolled for her perception,
Uh-huh.
and she got a nat 20.
Amazing.
So, she's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, we just have a book.
I
How
have-
much are the
I have
mystery
interesting resources.
potions again?
They run you 5 gold pieces each.
Amazing. You know what? I will take 3. And I
Great.
take
I'm gonna
I
take a
take
so
mystery
go ahead.
potion.
the tiny
Go
vial.
And,
ahead. Go ahead and mark down 2 mystery potions and then 1 specifically mint green potion.
Okay.
Um,
And I would
So
like
that
to
way
look
I know-
for blue, or red for the other ones. If possible.
Sure.
Red means fire.
I would say, hang on, let me roll.
Pretty sure I still have
Yeah,
another mystery
you-
potion.
You do have another mystery potion. You're able to find 1 red one pretty easily.
Okay.
Blue ones are a little bit harder to find.
Mm-hmm.
So you find one that's kind of like a navy color.
Okay. Cool. I'm very happy I put it in my bag.
All right.
I'm
She
just
very
gonna-
graciously takes the gold from you.
I'm just gonna say to Rhogar, no mystery potions for you.
I'll take a mystery potion.
Sure. Is there anything you'd like to look for in specific, or do you want to... If you want, I can predetermine what it is and roll and tell you what you find.
I'd like to try and look for a smaller potion because she said those were more potent.
All one. All right.
What if instead of a drinking game, we all just took mystery potions at the same time?
I have enough.
You very
mystery-
well could.
Hey guys, Friday night is
you
mystery
find-
night.
you find this small vial. It looks to hold about 3 ounces of liquid, and it's clear, and there's no bubbles or anything. Like, it could almost be water, but when you grab the vial and turn it upside down, the liquid, like, and falls down. It's not a liquid. It's like jelly.
Ooh.
Okay.
That looks rank,
Ah.
dude.
So
Okay.
I would say to your inventory add viscous potion.
Viscous potion. I will
And then-
indeed.
And then in parentheses put 94 because that's the number on my table.
94. Got it.
Before we leave, I asked Anya, by any chance, is your mother or your father the Dusk Elf?
It was my father. I haven't seen him in years, but
Okay. Do you happen to know where he might be, or are you gonna? I mean, from my assumption, he might be at the
except
Dusk
for your friend here, there's really only one place that a dusk elf can be.
If you wouldn't mind,
She notices that you're a Dusk Elf, by the way.
if you don't mind, don't mention to anyone that I was here.
I was planning on that.
Thanks.
Well, Anya, it was nice seeing you again. Thank you for helping us.
Thank
even
you for
though
the
it did.
potions.
Of course, I hope that everything goes well for you.
Mhm.
I hope so too.
Be aware that not many who go there are able to come back. So please.
That's what we've heard. So, but we'll be back. We'll be back for sure.
Oh. All right, Chloe. I just saw your text. Would you like me to roll and determine what you have right now, so I can tell you about the potion?
Sure.
All right.
I just want complete surprise. I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything except the color.
All right. The mystery potion that you pull out of the basket is bright gold, and as you pick it up, it stirs a little bit, and you can see that there are little flashes of pink as the potion swirls around inside the vial.
That's really pretty.
That is gorgeous. I like that.
Isn't that a Chloe aesthetic right there, though?
That's what I was gonna say. That's my aesthetic right there. The golden pink.
So
wow.
go ahead and add a golden potion to your inventory, and in parentheses write 64.
Okay.
Missed opportunity.
Oh, no.
Anyways, we leave the shop.
All right.
When we get outside,
You walk out into the street.
I would like to ask Elias and kind of be like, "Hi, I'm not really an expert on this, but why aren't there any women Dusk Elves?" Like, that sounds like kind of, I don't know if that's a disrespectful question, but like, how do you make more male Dusk Elves without having the females at some point? Because I know that that's, when you need 2 and then you make the 1. I'm just confused on the math.
Well, we can't. We live a long time, but that's the first female of any extent that I've seen in a while. They were killed shortly after I was born.
Oh.
All of them.
I'm
Strahd
sorry.
killed them all in hopes that it would exterminate us.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
It was because we stoned that woman to death. Not we, like all of us, but the people who were alive at the time. I didn't, but
Yeah.
that's why.
Well, the good thing is that we know we have a potential way to defeat him, because they wouldn't kill women Dusk Elves unless Strahd knew he was facing something that he couldn't beat.
He did it out of spite, I'm pretty sure.
Go ahead and roll history for me,
Yeah.
Elias.
What's my modifier? My history modifier. 15.
Uh-oh.
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 All right. You're able to recall... Sorry, my connection was really bad there for a second.
Oh,
Can you
that's
see and hear me again?
Yes.
All right. You can recall with that history roll, your father told you stories about how a Dusk Elf named Rahadin betrayed you, and when he learned of the Dusk Elves killing this woman, he received orders from Strahd because Strahd was jealous, essentially saying, if I can't have that one as my bride, none of you can have brides.
Well, that's really interesting.
Yeah. So it's that it was just kind of jarring to see something that could save our species.
Well, I'm sure, but I think there was also a good reason for them. It might sound really shitty, but Strahd has been searching for this one particular reincarnation of a woman, and it may or may not have reincarnated through one of the Dusk Elves, if that's ever possible.
Maybe.
Oh,
What do you mean?
what?
Are you talking about Arena?
Yeah.
She's
We
a Dusk
should-
Elf?
No.
No,
She's
no.
a human.
Oh.
We should.
But
look
the soul doesn't.
I should
Yeah.
Should I should probably tell the rest of the party what I've been reading, right?
Yeah, you probably should. This is information that they would like to know.
Yeah, I know a lot now.
Hey, you didn't need to tell
well,
us?
you know what? That's fine. We don't need to know anything.
There are lots of histories of Barovia that have been written that were romanticized to make Strahd look like less of a bad guy, whereas the Tome of Strahd is much more of an autobiography where he is writing his own history so he doesn't forget it. And so no one is supposed to have seen this. This
now
is
I have.
This is the truth.
Would you want me to just read what you texted me, or just straight up?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Please,
Okay.
give me the tea.
Am I ready for this? Okay. About 1,000 years ago, Strahd was a prince. He was the younger of 2 children and desperately wanted to win his father's favor. He was a warlord and constantly was conquering new countries for his father. Barovia is the last of said countries. His armies took over the country and named it after King Barov. Even constructed a castle, which she called Ravenloft after his mother, Queen Renovia?
Renovia.
Renovia, yeah. He did all of this to show his parents that he was better than his older brother, Sergei, and that he deserved to be heir to the throne. After establishing his presence in Ravenloft, he found that there was an uprising from an order of paladins called the Order of the Silver Dragon in the western side of the country. The Order of Paladins fought valiantly for months, trying to defend something called the Amber Temple from Strahd. At the same time, Strahd fell in love with a woman named Tatiana. However, Tatiana was in love with Sergei, who was arguably the more handsome of the two, as well as the one fit for the throne.
Oh, shit.
Eventually, Strahd found the location of the temple by himself, made an unholy pact with one of the powers there, and made his way to Sergei and Tatiana's wedding. At the wedding, he killed his brother in cold blood, sealing the pact with dark powers and cursing him to become what he is now. It was then that he watched as Tatiana, seeing what he had done, jumped off a nearby balcony, for she would rather die than spend her life with him.
So
Well,
it's not
The
even
Amber
like
Temple.
he's not
Go
even
back
his
to the Amber
love.
No.
Oh no.
Go back to the Amber Temple. What is that? Where is it?
Strahdy boy.
Because that could have something that could help us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Didn't
but
you say
please
you were
don't
looking
harm
for
us.
a Dusk Elf, a sword, and a holy symbol, and then a book, and then...
Say, Rhogar, you know the location of the Amber Temple because you were affiliated with this Order of Paladins. And that is not a secret that you are willing to give up very easily.
Okay.
It could have something that could help us defeat Strahd. What if it's the holy symbol that the Vistani told you about?
Maybe.
Well,
That
I
makes
mean, we don't
sense.
even know where this Amber Temple is, and I mean, do I see any reaction from Rhogar? Like,
Do we know what
That's
kind
a question
of
for Rhogar.
Oh no,
Well-
he's a
Does he hide
fighter. He's not a paladin.
But he was at He was at a temple when we found him.
but we don't know. I don't think that's the Amber Temple.
looking for
I
no.
wasn't-
He was looking for the paladins, though. I'm pretty sure.
Rhogar seems to be deep
Should
in
we
thought.
perhaps look at our atlas?
No, wait, hold on. Rhogar is deep in thought.
Rhogar's deep in thought, but not displaying
Okay.
anything that would maybe make you think that he knows anything.
So not even a perception check would know. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Well-
I mean, we can try to look at the atlas, see if we can find any clues about it.
Wow. So
Would I
even
know anything
Tatiana
about
wanted
any
him.
temple? Spencer,
What you doing?
I'm sorry, what was that?
would I know
Elias?
anything about an Amber Temple?
You've been kept in a camp your whole life. No, you would not.
I'm not very helpful when it comes to finding the lands, but
Yeah.
No,
I know
you know a lot about Strahd and about his relations with the Dusk Elves.
No.
But yeah, let's look at the atlas. But I think we should probably walk back into town, just so that we're in a safe spot. I would
I
say.
kind of start itching my head because the mud is drying. Yeah, this is very uncomfortable. I'm just gonna make that
Do
clear.
you want to try the
okay.
leaf hat?
Yeah, we could. Do you want to go look for some? I don't know
Yeah.
if the trees around here are good for making.
We're just
There's a
gonna try.
clothier in town. You can probably buy a hat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
I don't have money, do I? How much money do I have?
You would have none because you've been a
Yeah.
prisoner your
Well,
whole life.
we-
Rogar,
well-
you would probably have a pouch of about 100 gold.
Okay, cool.
I can
I
pay
don't-
for you,
I am.
Elias.
Oh.
I am what some might say rich.
Yes, I have lots of
Yeah.
money.
You do
You
also
all
have
of Cloud's money.
yeah, you do have all of Cloud's money that you can split up if you want.
That is so sad.
You just want to keep
Yeah.
it in a pouch and let
I
none of
would
it.
like
let it all
to
go
take
together.
him to the hat shop. The clothier.
Also, is there like a hair dye? Like, is there a place where we can buy hair dyes?
That
Any
would
sort?
be a question for the general store.
But we don't. I mean, it would have to be like a semi-permanent or like a temporary. We don't want to like legitimately dye his hair.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, I like it. It's just a sore thumb, and I thought it would be more beneficial. But if I can just wear a hat, then that should be fine.
Maybe we should look at the hats first, just because like.
I don't think I can try on any of the hats because of the mud.
Well, what if you
Fine,
just?
we'll
You
figure
walk
it out
into
when we
the
get
street from the apothecary,
Yeah,
and
well,
you
it's
see that the guard post at the walls of the town has been reinforced. There are 4 guards here as opposed to the usual 2.
Cool.
They recognize your party, and although they are familiar and kind of unfamiliar with and kind of shoot dirty looks towards Elias, they do let you in. And one of them, as you're walking in, grabs Orsan and says, Izek was looking for you lot. He's got something for you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. We'll look for Izek. Good job, by the way, keeping guard.
Thank you. Just doing my job.
Thank
Hope you're doing well. And
Have a
I
good
start
day.
walking along.
All right, you walk into town, and you can see that it's cleaner than the last time you were here. A lot of the rubble from the destroyed buildings has been cleaned up, and you can see There are empty lots as opposed to ruined buildings in several of the spots. You can see that the Burgomaster's mansion is currently being repaired as you walk through the town. The colorful carnival cart, wow, alliteration, belonging to Rictavio is still sitting by the graveyard at the church. And as you walk in towards the town square, where you know the clothier to be, Jessamine, you can see that the shop is pretty worse for wear. It was torched by Strahd and his minions when they were here. You can see that the gentleman who runs the store, Gilly, is currently sitting outside with his head in his hands.
Through the walk through town, I kind of have been shrinking and making myself look smaller and keeping my head down.
Hello.
Gilly slowly looks up at you and actually probably looks across at you because he's a massive man, stands at about 7 feet tall. So he's probably your height sitting down. He just looks across at you and smiles faintly. And, hello.
I'm so sorry about your store.
I'll be fine without it.
I love my dress. And I twirl.
I'm very glad. I'm very glad to hear that.
Well, a few questions. When do you know when your store will get put back up again? Like as an actual building, of course.
No, I don't.
And do you need any monetary assistance rebuilding that building?
I couldn't ask you to do that.
Well, I mean, you're not asking us. It's more like we're giving it to you.
I mean, it would be very kind of you, but like I said, I could never ask that of you. It's
How much is it? Well, we can see.
repairs currently stand at about 250 gold more than I'm capable to pay right now.
How much gold was in Cloud's pouch? How much gold was in Cloud's pouch? Yeah, can you check that? I think Cloud would have wanted this, if anything.
Did you take Cloud out of the campaign?
No, I deactivated him. It means that he's in the campaign, he's just at the bottom.
I don't see him.
Well, he's on my screen, so I'll check for you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, he's not showing up for me.
It's also only 50 gold if we all give them the 250.
I have
No,
no...
Elias doesn't have any money.
Yeah. Elias.
He was a prisoner.
He had 375 gold and 45 electrum.
Oh,
That's a lot of money.
Why don't we just do that?
He also has a gemstone worth 50 gold, and other pieces of
So, okay,
memorabilia.
why don't we give them 50 and then we'll give the rest of the money to Elias?
Yeah, I think that's a fair trade.
I don't want to take your dead friend's money.
Well, you are
fine.
now our new friend.
He would want to give it to you.
Yes, I am also sure he would want.
I go up to Elias and I put my hand on him and sorry, I'm laughing because Jett, fuck, and just say, Cloud wasn't one for money much anyway. I wouldn't feel weirdly about it. Besides, he wants us to stay strong for him and continue on and defeat Strahd. And if you're gonna be with us, we're gonna be spending money.
Are you also gonna give him the human head and lavender preservative?
If he wants it!
I mean, no, I kind of. No, we're not giving that. We're not giving that.
That's the best part. That's Cloud's legacy. Come on.
But anyways, we bring out the pouch of 250 gold, and I I kind of nod at Jessamine, and I give the pouch to the general storekeeper.
The clothes.
This is the clothier.
Oh, the clothier. Sorry.
As you hold it out to him, you can see that he looks up at you, Orsan, and there are tears brimming in his eyes.
It's okay. This is what our old friend would have wanted anyways.
Thank you.
Your work is
Lottie's,
beautiful.
Lottie's pregnant now, and I was very worried that we wouldn't have a place for her.
Congratulations.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than I could ever say.
Well, I mean, we got to get you back up and running, right?
Mm-hmm. You're my favorite dress shop.
I think the only
If you ever
dress
need
shop.
if you ever need anything, I'm right here.
Absolutely.
Well, if you need anything more, we'll be in and out, but we're pretty much right here always.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
by the way, sorry. Go ahead, Jessamine.
I was just gonna say I turned to Orsan and kind of say, well, perhaps we should try the general store then for hair dye.
I think so. But I ask him first. Have you seen Ezek walking about? Do you know where he possibly might be?
He is currently overseeing the reconstruction of the Burgomaster's mansion.
Okay. How about this? How about you guys go to the general store, and we'll see Ezek, and we'll meet you guys at the general store. How about that?
Well, I don't want to remind you, Orsan, but haven't we already determined that we shouldn't split up?
Yes.
Especially not in this town.
Especially
Well-
not in this town!
Well, last time we split up, Cloud died. 2 times before that, you and I almost died. What?
Oh, here's the thing though. Isn't the general store like?
So there's that.
Yeah.
But Cloud's now dead, so no one sees a werewolf.
Yeah,
That's true. Okay.
At worst, I think what we should do is we should have 3 people go to the general store, and we'll have Izak with us and a bunch of other people, so we should be fine there.
So
I think that'll be.
Justin Rhogar.
I will say for anyone looking at the map, the Burgomaster's mansion is this blue building right across the street from the inn, and the general store is right over here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure they were pretty close together.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I think
cool.
the splitting up idea is fine.
Okay, sounds
case.
good.
Correct. So who's going? I'll go with you to see
yeah.
Izak.
Me and Izak are homies, as one might say.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to teach me how to use money, because I've never.
I got you. Don't worry.
I think
money is exchanged for goods and services.
That's a good number one.
You give the money, you get the thing.
Okay. Rhogar.
You put the money in pocket.
Okay.
You take out
Okay.
when you need.
How much money?
Okay,
do I have
So, Elias, you can add 125 gold and 45 electrum.
Cool.
Jesus Christ, that's so much money.
So much money.
Anyways, for a person who doesn't know how to use money, that's way too much money. I speak to.
We created like a mini like a savings account where we hold on to some of his money for him and just give it to him in increments.
This is your IRA, okay?
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it.
But I'll speak to Rhogar and Draconic, and I'm gonna say that you're gonna have to watch out for those two, because Jessamine's not very good at spending money, and
You just gave 250 gold to the shopkeeper. You know what?
You did, but that was charity.
No,
That
if
was
we're gonna
charity.
talk about someone not being good about
We
spending
can't
money,
hear them. They're
it's
speaking in a
horrible.
different language.
I know, but I am Hannah reacting to this.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying it is historically true that Jessamine doesn't know how to spend money.
You know what?
Am I?
At least I am not the one getting myself into dangerous situations constantly, where Jessamine, who's not very good with money, has to save
I don't disagree with that statement. I don't disagree with that statement. So why don't you
should we
disagree with my
go?
statement? Anyways, I tell
like
that
we have
to Rhogar.
You walk down the street, and the two groups make it to their respective buildings. So, Elias,
Jessamine
and Rhogar walk into the general store, and might I say, the little old lady who's standing behind the counter right now has never seen such a motley crew walk in through her door.
Can she even see me?
A Dusk
like,
a Halfling, and a
the
Dragonborn walk into a bar.
She sees you for a second, but you're very quickly overtaken by the two tallest members of the party that are walking next to you. And it's kind of like in the how tall you are is also how scary you are to her, because Jessamine, you could be just construed as a short human, and humans are what she's familiar with. Whereas, a man with purple skin, white freckles, and muddy hair walks in immediately after you, and that's a little bit alarming. She knows of the Dusk Elves. She knows what they are. And immediately behind him, an almost 7-foot-tall dragon walks in, doesn't say anything.
I wave.
Hi. Yeah, I'd like to stand on my tippy toes at the thing, just be like, hi.
Is this normal?
Hello.
I whisper to Elias, and I say, we should probably let Jessamine do the talking.
People look that scared. Is that normal for humans?
I get these looks a lot. You'll get used to it.
I was wondering.
Well, I look vaguely human. I don't want to. I hope this is no offense, but you are not vaguely human.
No, I get that a lot.
Yeah. So.
Hi. I
do
was
an
wondering.
awkward chuckle.
I was wondering if you had anything that could change the color of your hair, or hats, or anything that could alter your appearance.
I don't have any dyes.
Okay.
But I have a hooded cloak.
Oh, okay. We'll definitely want to look at that. By the way, do you have any tea? Just between you. Oh.
Well, we don't have much. We have some. We have some gray. We have some wildflowers that we found growing outside the town. My husband keeps a garden in the backyard, and he grows some various plants back there that we could potentially sell as tea.
Awesome. That sounds great. I will get back to that. For now, do you want to try on what size is the hooded cloak? That's a better question.
Who is it for?
That one. And I point to Elias.
It would fit you. Your ears might point a little bit, but
That's fine. Okay. What color is it?
it's gray.
Okay, that sounds like it would fit the whole aesthetic that you
I think so.
exuding.
Yeah.
This is a fashion show here.
Great. Okay. Hey, Rhogar, do you want anything?
Oh, no. Thank you, though. Thank you.
Have your gas station order right now.
Yes.
What are you gonna think? Tea,
Fantastic.
a hooded cloak.
Okay, so we'll take the cloak, and then I will take a couple of the grays, and then some wildflowers. That sounds great as well.
Alright. It'd be about 50.
Do you have any purple flowers?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have one.
She looks up at you. She, I think so.
Those are my favorite.
They're my favorite too.
You would recognize a lot of the wildflowers that grow around here are purple.
Then
Perfect.
in that case, let's
Why they're
take
my favorite.
extra purple. So if you're going to, if we're going to get like a handful of flowers, can at least like 2/3 of them be in the purple variety?
Sure.
Excellent, great, okay.
So it'll be 15 gold for the cloak.
Okay, I'll pay for the cloak.
She has them picked already. She has them
awesome.
picked and dried so that they are like ready to be made into tea.
I do like one by one counting, just 3, 4, 5.
Then it'll cost you about 20 gold total for all of the tea that you were buying.
Okay.
And you can add about 10 servings of Earl Grey and about 5 servings of wildflower tea.
Awesome.
I kind of like put on the cloak and I do like a half spin, but it's more like a how do I look?
Fantastic.
As you do, you can hear like the ching 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 of all of the coins loose in his pocket.
Because I don't have a pouch.
Oh, that's a good question. Do you have a pouch?
Sure. She
Great,
hands you
well-
like a little. It's like a little leather pocket. It has the little envelope clasp.
Awesome. We will take that as well. Here, put it in here. Yeah. How much for that?
2 electrum.
Oh, here you go.
I put.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
we both just go for it. We're like,
Uh,
I got
okay,
this one. I got it.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
Right.
I tie it to my belt.
All right. So you get all the items that you need, and she's very gracious to have your business and watches you peculiarly as you walk out. And Rhogar in particular, you have to like under the door.
Wait, so you said 10 servings of Earl Grey and 5 servings of wildflower?
Yes.
Okay.
They come in pouches where it's like 5 servings worth of tea each.
Right.
And you got 2 of the Earl Grey and then 1 of the wildflower.
I love that we just have so much money that they're like, she's like freaking out. She's like, it's gonna be like 50 gold. And you're like, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I know. I got that.
Well, it's because it's like all the more expensive stuff is stuff that's magical or potions, and they have a potion shop, but these people don't really experience magic that often, and when they do, it's not in a good
It's
way.
not the good magic, yeah.
That's fair, especially because their town was burned down.
Mommy, what's wrong?
The rest of the party,
I'll be right back.
Thalia and Orsan, you make your way over to the Burgomaster's mansion, and sure enough, you can see the Burgomaster is kind of sitting with his arms folded and watching. He's scowling off in the corner, and
Well, that's not very. He's not following his own laws. He should be smiling.
the man's house was just burnt down.
Yeah.
You can see that Izek is standing over some paperwork and kind of bossing a few people around, telling them to go and do things, and he looks very much in charge.
And I kind of like look over to Talia. I'm like, he looks very in his element right now. And I kind of like walk over and I am like kind of hovering around him, like trying to not bother him, but I just like give up and I kind of like tap his shoulder.
I was wondering when you'd finally ask me what's going on.
Wait, did you notice me from all the way back there?
Well, you've been standing over my shoulder for about 5 minutes now.
Well, you looked busy. You looked like your head was buried in paperwork. I'm sorry.
I am busy. What you need?
Well, I heard from the guard out on the west side of the town that you wanted that you needed our help.
Right. He stands up and he like kind of cracks his back and he reaches for a drawer in the table and pulls out a roll of paper. The paper has a wax seal that bears the mark of a raven on it. It is like a dark red seal.
Oh.
This came for you. Don't know who it's from or why you're getting it, but came for you, and one of the guards brought it here.
Well, that seal looks familiar. Thanks, Isaac. If you need our help for anything else, just let us know.
Yeah, just let us know.
Appreciate the offer, but you've helped us plenty already. Got you can
I
if you
kind
want to
of.
stick around. We've got public execution happening. They're building a gallows in the town square. Corrupt
Fascinating.
guard are
Ew.
getting removed.
Oh, I see. I kind of look at Talia and I'm like kind of confused, but I think I know what's going on. And I kind of look at her really strangely, and I'm like, I think we're gonna skip on the public execution because I think we have this. This might be really important for us. But keep going on, and
No,
you're doing a great job protecting the town.
yeah,
Thank
great
you.
job.
I've had to hire a few freelance workers that I'd rather avoid, but seems to be working out fine.
Honestly, the freelance workers are more trustworthy than some of the soldiers in your town, I would say. But
Have you guys made any more progress with
Sadly,
the
yes.
say it again.
We have.
Tommy?
That's why the execution's happening. We've routed out 4 cultist spies within the guard. They're going to be hanged today.
Well, I hear your dog right now. Anyways,
He's
yeah.
so loud. He's just.
Anyways, we're gonna go back to the rest of our party, and we're gonna see what this letter's about. If we need your help, we're gonna contact you. I hope you're still gonna be here. But
I'll
anyways,
be here for the foreseeable future. I'm heading the reconstruction effort for now.
okay. Well, I'll see you later. And me and Talia walk away with this sealed parchment.
All right. All right. I will actually be right back. This is going to be but a moment. I just need to refill my cup.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get water too. Then.
Should we have our break?
Just like a 5-minute.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay, all right.
5 minutes.
That's good.
And we
No, we're not
are
going for it.
back.
Shall we go
Welcome
for it?
back. The party has now just met up in the streets after finding Izek and running their errands.
I run through my bag and I whip out this, and they see the raven insignia on it. And I'm like, this was for us.
That looks pretty.
Displeasing.
Oh
Yeah,
I guess that would be displeasing.
Oh, no.
I thought it was pretty looking though.
That's not Strahd. That's the.
No,
Oh, well, I don't know.
yeah, you don't know, but
I don't know about Real Raven.
this is I think I kind of motioned to Jessamine and Thalia. I'm like, I think this is from our Raven friends.
Well,
But,
why don't we just open it?
I think we should go back to the room and open it. I don't know if opening it out here and reading it.
It's gonna scream in the street.
I mean,
Well,
maybe it will.
Maybe it will, but I'm just saying we should probably be a little safe about it because the people in this town are
That makes sense.
pretty
I mean,
superstitious about ravens.
but do we still have the room? We haven't really been staying there.
Orsan actually paid the rent for the entire week,
Oh,
so you
cool.
do have it for a few
All right,
more
cool.
days.
Yeah, let's go. And then when
We
we
go.
get there, does anyone want some tea? I just bought some more.
No, thank you, Jessamine. Although maybe in the future I will take some.
Okay.
You've been saying that the whole campaign.
I'm hoping that at one point I will keep saying that and I will never get to drink the tea. But
no,
I think I will.
I will be like, take the tea. Alright.
So you make it back to the room.
Mhm.
You sit down and, Elias, you do take note of the fact that there are 4 beds.
And there are how many of us?
5.
Oh.
That's all I'll say for now.
Okay. I'll just.
So you'd like to... You're gonna open the letter?
Yeah, I'm gonna open it with the party.
All right. I have a handout for you.
Ooh. Fancy. Fancy schmancy.
Is it gonna be on Roll20? Or
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Is there like a chair in the room?
Oh,
Or is
that's
it
so
only
cool.
bed?
That's so cool.
There you go. Inside, you find a letter with very familiar handwriting. My friends,
Oh,
know that it is I who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid that you dine at my castle so that we can meet in civilized surroundings. Your passage here will be a safe one. I await your arrival.
Well,
Your
that
host,
is one
Strahd
way
von Zarovich.
to get through
Wait,
the
what?
mist safely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just made it. He was like,
guys,
"Hey,
who's going to
Spencer,
take one for the team
Yes?
and seduce Strahd?
me. I'll do it." Can I just ask? Is there a chair in the room?
There is a chair. There's a
Okay, 'cause
table
I
and several
technically-
chairs.
I technically don't sleep. I go into a trance-like sleep as an elf.
Yep, you're an
So,
elf.
I'm fine.
Jessamine is like
Okay.
looking at Thalia and is kind of like, I don't know if I would be one for that. I mean, I don't
He
know.
also defies everything that your religion says is holy.
It's
so,
very true. I feel like that's just not. But
Well-
Rhogar, you up for it?
Thalia,
Elias, will you go ahead and roll for roll history for me?
I'm
13.
Last time that someone tried to seduce Strahd that you know about didn't work out too well for them.
Oh, she got stoned to death. So,
Now that you say that, I don't think
Right.
I'm down to try.
yeah.
Yeah.
maybe I'll
something
just
tells-
let Jessica take over and see what happens.
Maybe
No,
Jessica's
I
really
think that's-
into it. Maybe
No.
she's dating Babala's Saga. Maybe
No,
she likes
no.
this song.
maybe if you were to alter
Okay.
yourself to look like Thalia, it might be different. I mean, to look like Irina, it might be different.
That would be
No.
okay.
That'd be not good.
No. Anyways, okay, we gotta make a plan, right? I think that we have to make a plan going into this, and I mean, our
Is there
main
somewhere I
mission.
can take a shower? I'm sorry, I don't live
Oh.
here.
Is there?
Or should
There
I
is-
just...
Do we shower?
None of you have bathed this entire campaign.
Oh
That
my
shit,
god.
I have mud in my hair, and I
Right.
usually like to bathe. Is there like a
Right.
lake near here?
There is a lake to the north. It's about a
Just-
mile's walk. However, there is a bathhouse in town.
There's a bathhouse. Why didn't no one tell me? Does anyone
Well, we
know, like,
didn't even know.
I
I've
didn't
been really
know.
busy with stuff.
The bathhouse
we
is
should-
attached to the inn.
Maybe
You can-
we should all go,
Yeah,
baby.
we should all go and bathe. I think that's a good idea.
All right. So you make your
basically-
way. You make your way into the main building. The tavern itself is pretty empty. You can see that the bartender is kind of taking a snooze behind the bar.
I'm wearing I like took off my breastplate and should we bring our weapons? Is that a thing we should do?
Let's not.
Okay, so I left my sword and my breastplate in my bag in the room. Set an alarm? I don't know that you can do that.
I'm just gonna.
I can count.
I will bathe with you, and I will count how many minutes you need. How
I
about
think he means an alarm on the door, so they
I
know
meant,
if someone
like,
tries
on
to
the
get
door
in.
so no one
Oh.
tries to steal our shit, but I don't know that Thalia can
Oh.
do that, so
I can do that.
that? We can do that. Sure, why not?
I was Jessamine sitting here like I can count.
Yeah, I was also
So
thinking the same
the-
thing. Jasmine.
When you talk to the bartender, he's kind of reluctant because he was taking a nap. But he says that the bathhouse is open, pretty much always open. You just have to find him. He says it's about 5 gold for an hour in the communal bath. If you would like a private bath for you or a party, then it would cost about 20 gold per hour. But that one's not per person. It's just 20 gold for the private bath.
That's pretty cost efficient for the 5 of us, I would say.
do we
Yeah.
want all chip in? It's all 4 gold for each of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
that's-
just do
We should
that.
Let's just
I
do
won't be bathing.
that. Oh,
Okay,
Okay.
so
So it's 5.
it'll be
for-
5 gold. Sure, why not?
are you just gonna stay in the room doing all this stuff, or are you gonna like just sit off to the side of the bath and
I'll just stay in the room.
okay.
All right.
Sure.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
Now, is there a chance for modesty? Like, there's on this side of the room
No.
will be Jessamine and Thalia, and on that side will be Orsan and Elias.
They're like a lady
That is up for you
bathhouse.
to decide. The private bath is one giant like bathing tub.
Well, I mean, we can let the ladies go first if they
Yeah,
really
you
want
guys
to
can go and then we'll
Thank
go. Just make
you.
sure you're not in there. Yeah.
Just like come
It's-
get
Yeah, if
us
you have an
after
hour, you
half
can
an
do like
hour.
30 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
30
can
minutes
do,
each.
30 minutes each.
yeah. Come get us in half an hour.
Okay.
All right, so you take your time bathing. It's nice. The water is very warm, surprisingly. You don't know how they're able to keep it warm, but
Talia's like
It's nice.
fire.
it's nice.
I can take care of that.
It's warm water. You don't want to boil it, Thalia. Don't need to make a Jessamine stew. The bath is nice. Nothing really happens. You just take your time and enjoy cleanliness for a little bit.
That's nice.
My
when
hair
I,
is white again.
when I get out, I would like to actually like do something with my hair. Like actually pin
alright.
it back, maybe like put a little flowers in it, maybe, and put my dress back on.
I'm just gonna
Alright.
do my traditional like tie half of it into a messy braid.
The bath also goes well for the guys. The water's looking a lot dirtier now since Elias actually had to wash mud out of his hair.
It's okay.
It
It's
was
still.
probably good
it's
we
still-
got the private room because of the mud.
Yeah, it's also hot. I think the bath is hot enough to kill all the germs from like the dirt and stuff. Yeah,
They
sure.
cycle the water after
Yeah,
every renting of the private room.
While they bathe, I'm going to be freshening up the runes on my armor and sword.
Great. I would say that this qualifies as a short rest for all of you. I don't think any of you really need it, but
Yeah.
But I keep conversation with Elias and kind of ask him about his childhood and his early life, so just so that I can get to know him a little better.
Well, I was born like 700 years ago.
That's a long time. How does it feel to live for does time feel like it's slowing down for you? Like, because
No.
because sometimes a day feels like like weeks or
Like
days.
700 for us is like 40 for you. So,
Wow.
I mean, I guess
I'm
I'm
not even 40. Like,
huh?
I'm not even like 40, so I can't even imagine.
Yeah. It doesn't, I wouldn't say it like goes faster, but I definitely feel like I've been here a minute. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you also haven't seen much, so I guess like time hasn't really been.
I will say, Elias, it is a very common thing for elves to feel hard to get attached to things and people because they live so much longer than everything else.
But
Yeah.
but I kind of feel a connection building between me and Elias.
Oh,
so.
I wasn't trying to like block that
no.
relationship. I was trying to like.
I'm saying I am. I don't know if Elias is, but I feel like I'm getting an attachment to Elias.
Can we roleplay me and Thalia in the bathhouse?
Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to like be like, so, Izek,
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
I mean, he is very
You remember
muscular. It's not. It's not completely like it's. I totally get it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thalia, we're friends. It's okay.
No. I don't do that sort of thing. Yep. Yeah, it's the big hand for her.
It's the big hand for her.
What about the claws, though?
It's the claws.
He's covered in spikes. His arm is red and spiky and clawed, and it lights on fire.
Yeah, that's pretty.
The lights on fire.
Man, for me.
That could be pretty hot.
Yeah.
Cloud thought so too. You remember when he first met Cloud and he was like flirting?
Yeah. I feel like Thalia is just weird enough.
Yeah.
Just freaky enough.
Yeah.
Just freaky enough to where she's like, yeah, okay, I'm into that.
Yeah. I mean, we've been like fighting for so long and just doing all of that. Like, it's nice to have a crush, I'm sure.
Can we just not talk about this, please?
Okay. What do you want to talk about then?
I don't know, not this.
Okay, well, what if we were to talk about... What if we were to talk about, like, fire, but in, like, a romantic, emotional fire? Alright, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You know, I'm just teasing.
I knock on the door. Hey, guys. You guys have 5 minutes.
Okay, thank
Just
you.
wanted to give you a little warning.
Great. Well, is it that obvious?
I'm just a girl, so I see it.
I thought I was being discreet.
You are. It's okay.
Okay.
I just know you so well, and so I can see it.
Yep. Okay. This never happened.
Totally. Okay.
I mean it.
I start getting out to, like, dry off and, do my hair.
All right.
Just, like...
So
But,
the
like,
party
yeah.
leaves the bath. You're feeling clean for the first time in a long time, and refreshed, ready to take on the world.
Okay, now that we're all back together and washed
Thalia
up,
is visibly uncomfortable.
I wanted to have a girls' talk.
And I kind of say, we have to. I mean, we got an invitation from Strahd. I don't know about you guys. That makes me thoroughly uncomfortable.
Should we dress up
But-
for it? Like, is it gonna be fancy?
I mean,
have
we
no
don't.
other clothes.
Yeah. So I think
we're
we can. I
But
think we can just
have
dress as is.
money.
But the
Is all
clothing
I'm
store is in
That is
ashes.
fair. Okay, alright, I hear you.
And
I
also,
hear you.
we're not. Also, we're walking into Strahd's lair here. I don't know about you
But, like,
guys. It
But
makes
if
me
you
thoroughly
think about it,
uncomfortable.
he was a prince, right? Like, it's probably really nice,
Yes.
and dinner is probably going to be really fancy, is all I'm saying.
He was a prince who
But-
assassinated his brother. So
Yeah,
And he also thinks of us as a game for him to play.
which is why I'm saying, would he so easily want to just end the game if we're so entertaining?
Well, true, but this is an opportunity for us to get Irina back. Is
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying.
So you're saying we should strategize.
That's what I've
Okay.
been saying since we opened the letter.
Right. So what did you have in mind? Because I think that we could somehow fit dressing fancily into that. Oh. Can you guys hear me?